my dash didn't know what I'm saying, just rambling. Just rambling. His eyes are covered with a pair of hands. Okay, I had to sneeze there. Right, and it's all very rough.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So recently I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos of people doing world building and being creative, and I also recently finished playing Clair Obscur, which had some really awesome designs and world building, which is all to say it's really inspired me to take my own stuff more seriously. So for those of you who are new to this channel, I have a story that I'm working on called Dreams in the Abyss. I always planned on turning it into a webcomic or something once I finish Chaos Granny, which is my current webcomic that's available on Webtoon. But obviously since that's taking so long, I never really fully fleshed out Dreams in the Abyss. I've always just had it on the back burner, putting it off, waiting for things like my art skills to get better. But honestly, I think the best thing to do is to just go for it like I did with Chaos Granny, because if I want, I can change it later. There literally aren't any stakes at all, and I just feel really inspired to do some more world building. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to finally come up with a concrete design for one of my villains called the Ravager, or at least try to, because it might change in the future, but I'd at least like to have a concrete design down right now. I've had random ideas over the years, but nothing has really stuck, and I also feel like my art skills have never been good enough to create what I was thinking of. As I said before, I have a basic outline of the story and the characters, though there are a couple of gaps, and what I'm really missing is design elements. So I collected a few images from the internet that I'm just going to have a look at and use as references as I am doing the concepting. For the Ravager, I really couldn't decide what type of body I wanted to give him. I want his design to be kind of creepy, like how Oles, who is the being that's worshipped as a goddess in this story. So I wanted his design to be kind of creepy, like how Oles's design is a bit creepy, but in a sort of different way. So the Ravager is essentially defined by his hunger and desire to eat and devour everything. So I was thinking potentially an emaciated look. I really like a lot of the character and creature designs from FromSoft games, like with Midra and Lawrence. So those were some of the inspirations, and I also had done some earlier sketches which I've put into my reference board with some vague ideas of what I might be looking for. So one thing I was thinking of in terms of his look would be, did I want him to look emaciated, especially because he's always hungry, always looking to devour something. But then on the other hand, the Ravager is supposed to be the overwhelming bad of this universe, so I was worried that having him look emaciated would make him look a bit weak and not really convey how unstoppable he is. So I thought about making him seem more muscular, but then I was worried that it would be too human looking and not as intimidating as I want him to look. And I also really liked the idea of a black hole, which is sort of similar to how he operates in terms of being this inescapable thing which devours everything. And I was wondering how I might incorporate those into his design, especially because I think it contrasts really well with the idea of stars and how Oles is a being of light, and just the general belief system of the characters in this world that when you die you return to the night sky as stars. On top of this, I already decided that the Ravager can essentially change his form like an ever-expanding darkness whenever he wants, but he tends to have a primary form that he occupies. And I also liked the idea of having clouds of darkness kind of dissipating off him, which again is also really similar to how black holes kind of have clouds of material around them which is getting sucked in. And it also conveys the idea of shadows, I think, because another core part of the Ravager is just overwhelming darkness, which contrasts the light that comes from Oles and also the deceased, who become the stars in the sky. And also just I thought about having him look as if he was falling apart, which I thought conveyed the idea of decay really nicely. So I just had a lot of ideas and concepts which I wanted to include in his character design, and I wasn't really sure how to do it. So in the next parts of this video you'll see me trying to come up with some concepting and trying to come up with some ideas for what I want him to look, and then eventually making a finalized piece, I guess, with a more solidified design. I did actually record the entire process of me concepting and voiceover, but as you will see from my breakdown ASMR compilation at the end of this video, it didn't go very well, but you will see that in time. I did have a breakdown, so I just decided to stick with this voiceover. But yeah, in the end I'm actually really happy with the design that I came up with. I think it combines a lot of things that I was thinking of really well, and it just feels so good to finally have a solid picture in my head for what I want one of the villains to look like. I think I'm going to do more videos like this, though we'll see how often because I have so many many other things that I tend to do at the same time. But I still have to think about designs for environments, the remaining saints and other characters, so you will probably see more videos of me trying to concept stuff for Dreams in the Abyss and hopefully eventually turn it into a comic, because I've decided I don't want to wait for Chaos Grinding to be finished, because Chaos Grinding is going to take me a long time. Anyway, enjoy this little compilation of clips of me having a breakdown whilst trying to design the Ravager.
Thick arms, do I want him to have thick arms? I don't know, I just don't know how I'm going to design it. I feel like I'm kind of coming up with the same thing. I don't know if it is a good idea to just put a black hole in his stomach. I feel like it's a bit too on the nose. Man, I'm not very good at drawing figures, to be honest. Now, what can I add to this? Oh, I don't know. Right. Okay, so, claws. It's hard. I don't actually know what I'm saying, just rambling. Just rambling. His eyes are covered with a pair of hands. Okay, I just need that. Right. Hands. It's all very rough. Oh, it's so hard drawing characters who are just a silhouette, because I'm trying to convey that he's like endless void and darkness, but, okay, yeah, there's his hand, his extra pair of hands that cover his eyes, covering eyes. I did quite like the whole scary teeth thing. Maybe I'll put some scary teeth. Yeah, right, his head's not gonna look like a head. He's not human, he's not a man. Also the emaciated look, I mean, a bit cliche, I don't know. I just don't know. Let's just keep going with it, for now. Emaciated look. What are we thinking? I don't know, I don't like that. Do I like his face like that? Ribs. There'll be a spinal column in the middle, and then you have a pelvis. A pelvis. I don't really know how it would work logically, but then it's not like supposed to be logical, it's supposed to be interesting. It looks a bit odd. No, I don't like this. I don't like it. It would be a bit of it would be an interesting contrast, wouldn't it, if his pelvis was sticking out and his ribs were sticking out, but his arms and legs were kind of muscular. Ooh, pelvis. So difficult. Okay, I think I've done his pelvis too. His torso's too short. No, he doesn't look scary at all. You can't really see his legs, but it's very intimidating. It's an intimidating look. And also, he's obviously got chains. This is no good. So let's try and copy Father Lawrence's claws. No, it looks too odd, him just having a spinal cord that connects. Oh, no. Well, Father Lawrence, my dreams. Is it Father Lawrence? Is he a father? Man, it's so hard. Man, I can't remember. Lawrence the first scholar. Is that what he is? It's not Father Lawrence. Is it Father Lawrence? Okay, so, let's try again. Lawrence, the first scholar. Shall I give him a long neck? A long neck? It just doesn't look intimidating at all. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. It's so hard in design. So, you have a sternum here. Muscle. Do I want him to have these muscly arms? I just don't know. And also the black hole thing, I just don't know. How do I make him scary? What would I again? How do I make him scary? I don't think that would work. Oh, man. That's hard. I liked the idea of, I guess, him drooling. Oh, this is so difficult. It's too vague. I'm just claws evaporating off. Like, how would this even look in the story? Genuinely. How would it even look? Let's see if we can... It's so hard. I think I like this more, though. I've literally spent years trying to figure out what I want this character to look like. Desiccated corpse vibes. Chains. You know what? I'm really digging Midra's skinny legs here. Midra's skinny legs. Skinny legs. Look at those knobbly knees. Oh my goodness, I am not good at creature design. Look at those lovely knobbly knees. Loving that. It's not really doing much of the black hole thing, though, is it? Because... do I want to give him horns? Yeah, those knobbly knees are really doing it for this character design. Do I want to give him horns? A single horn. Horns coming out of his eyes, but I think I'll go with the hands covering his eyes over the horns. I mean, technically, he is kind of like the devil of this universe. Yeah. Hand. Let's try again with the hands. Oh, I'm not very good at hands. Why does it look like this? Yeah, I'm a big fan of the knobbly knee. I just want it to look good. Okay. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. But she got partially eaten by the Ravager. Well, I mean, you know, I'll get better at drawing hands eventually, I suppose. Okay. Try and change things up again. Clavicle. Oh, I can't remember what ribs look like. Actually, look up a picture of ribs. Spinal column. Oh, why would he look like this? It doesn't make any sense. Pelvis. Let's just draw his pelvis. I'm literally drawing the pelvis. Oh my god. I need to actually really need to look up a reference for this. Do I like this design? I don't know. Oh, this is so difficult. And then his ribs. I do like this more than the other design that I kind of settled on. It still just feels like it's missing something. Do I want his spinal column to be visible? And I don't know what is missing. It's so much easier drawing people. It's so much easier to draw portraits. More chains. Should I just add some more chains? Okay. Let's do another iteration. I'm having a breakdown. Let's move this to this side. Shall I give him wings? No. Oh, but I do really like this. Let's do another iteration. Like how his insides are kind of showing through. Blue? No, I don't like the blue. I don't like the blue. Well, black holes, evoking the whole black hole thing. At the age of like 6, I became so concerned with the fact that there was a black hole in the central of our universe. What if I get caught in quicksand and die? Why are more people not talking about quicksand? Because I do really like the idea of black holes. You know, quicksand's also less of a concern to me these days. I'm liking the, am I liking it? I don't know if I'm liking it, actually. I don't know if you guys agree. Oh, I shouldn't have merged these all into one layer. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think with each iteration it's getting slightly less rubbish. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I was being over dramatic with that breakdown. It's not too bad. Let's give him wings and see how the wings might look. Right. Wings. Cloth. So let's try that. Yeah, I'm not very good at, I guess, talking whilst I draw. I tend to ramble quite a lot, as you can. Looking a little bit messy, and it already is quite messy. I really like Midra's design. I think it's so great. Lord of Frenzy Flame, love it. And he's kind of got a black hole for a face as well. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, I think the wings are excessive. Yeah. Oh, it's so great. It's so creepy and great. I love it. Look at his face. Look at his horrible, horrified face. I think it's great. No, I don't think I like his wings. I don't think I like his wings. Why would he have wings? Honestly, why would he have wings? I've tried to give him like sort of a skeletal, emaciated look. Yeah, I really like the idea of, I guess, his chest kind of being cracked open like a skeleton. Like she's already half a skeleton because she was eaten. So too cliche with the fangs. I don't like it. I don't like him having a mouth. A big mouth, I suppose, you always like trying to eat. But I like the idea of him not really having a mouth. Do I like that? I don't know. I feel like I am satisfied with this design. He will envelop creatures in himself and devour them slowly. Oh, beans. No, I can't decide which one I like the most. No, I'm just gonna do it. Okie dokes. Oh my gosh, now I actually can't decide. Oh, come on. Goodness, what am I supposed to do? He can expand. He expands to devour everything in his path. We'll see. A scary villain that's... Oh, this is hard.